Well, today we start a series with Tech Thursdays with Southern Mississippi, and we're at the Marine Research Center for Southern Miss here in Gulfport. We're talking to Natalie Guess, who is the, I have to look at this, Innovation and Entrepreneurship Program Manager. That's a long title.
It is.
So tell us a little bit about Gulf Blue Navigator.
Sure. So the Gulf Blue Navigator is a later stage startup accelerator that we have here at USM. And what we're doing is we're really helping accelerate these companies to market. So with their technologies, we are able to use our greatest asset here, the Gulf of Mexico. And then we're also able to work with our ocean sciences and marine technology departments just to help them work out any bugs, also to introduce them to the industry we have here, both federal and state, and really just help get them to market quicker.
I've always found the marine sciences to be quite interesting. So we're going to be talking to a few different people here. Matter of fact, we're starting off with V2 Forensics with Jansen Cahoon. Now, first of all, we're talking about V2 Forensics with Jansen Cahoon. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you.
Nice to meet you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name's Jansen Cahoon. Some people know me as the local legend or hometown hero. I actually have my office located in downtown Gulfport, very close to the Gulf Ship Island, and these wonderful facilities that the University of Southern Miss provides for us. And I've lived down here on the coast for a very long time. I live in Biloxi. My office is in Gulfport. My daughter goes to school to Bay St. Louis, so I have the Gulf Coast covered.
Got it all covered.
I've got it covered.
So why working with USM?
Access.
And the Gulf Blue Navigator.
So it boils down to access. So the University of Southern Miss allows us to have access to, one, the facilities down here at the Port of Gulfport, as well as research expertise, things like in applied sciences or technology that they can bring to the table. That's very hard for a small business to actually have that breadth of coverage and be able to afford that. So an incubator program like the Gulf Blue really provides a great amount of access for small businesses like myself.
Well, what does your technology and innovation do? I mean, I take it this is the your technology back here?
No, this is not. So this is actually a Teledyne electric slider. So this one's actually famous for being picked up by the Chinese and then negotiated a return. And so what our technology does is we actually break into electronics.
Oh, wow.
Similar to the electric glider that you see behind me, but also drones, maritime, air, land, sea, kind of covering the whole gamut. Mm-hmm. We mainly work with U.S. military and law enforcement, and I was law enforcement in the state of Mississippi. So I love being able to give back to the community, help fight the things, and help law enforcement, tackle the fentanyl problem, drones coming across the border, a lot of stuff like that, a lot of human trafficking involved.
So your innovation takes care of a lot of these problems that the communities are having.
Well, what we do is we empower law enforcement to do a lawful access and seizure of the device. We pull the electronics and the data off of it so that they can then go and prosecute the crimes and catch the bad guys. So we're just enablers.
So what made you want to do this?
Well, so funny story. So I went to school at Mississippi State University. I played flag football on the law enforcement team, and I was a computer science student. And one of the guys just happened to mention that they had a narcotics case and they needed to break into a cell phone. And I said, I might be able to help you with that. So they actually brought it to the Mississippi State Butler Hall Computer Science Building. They gave it to me. We followed all the proper chain of custody, of course, broke into it, got the data off of it, and then handed it back to him. The very next day, the captain dragged me down to the Oktibbeha County Sheriff's Office, made me swear in, and so I started working law enforcement cases and doing stuff in the state of Mississippi. And then when I moved down to the Gulf Coast, I was part of the Gulf Coast Cybercrime Task Force, which Biloxi PD had a huge part of. Shout out to my Biloxi PD friends, great people, and worked with a lot of different agencies down here. And when the Gulf Blue contacted me and says, hey, we're doing this new program, and I realized that it would give me access to these maritime drones, which is very hard to get access to. They end up being very costly. And so working together with Southern Miss has been hugely beneficial.
That's awesome. Jansen, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Pleasure, sir.
All right, we have more to talk about. Blue IQ. Let's see what that is all about. Well, another one of the programs here at the Marine Research Center of the University of Southern Mississippi is called Blue IQ. And, of course, we're talking to Rob McGurn. How are you, Rob?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. If you would, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I'm Rob McGurn. I'm the co-founder of Blue IQ. We're a Boston-based startup, a woman-owned startup, and down here participating in the Gulf Blue Navigator program. Mm-hmm. And at Blue IQ, we're developing technology that transforms underwater sound into actionable intelligence.
Wow. That's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
And
yeah.
I would assume that this is Blue IQ.
This is our prototype.
Okay. All
And
right.
what-
And what does it do?
So this listens to sound underwater. Listening to sounds underwater is nothing new. It's been around a long time. But what we're doing is we're combining a lot of the elements of, typically you'd have a hydrophone, electronics, and processing, and that can be very expensive to put together. So what we've done is in one package, this is our prototype sensor, we've put together the sensor and the processing, all the electronics together. We're able to run at very low power consumption in a very small package. And we're able to do machine learning right on the device to be able to make ports and harbors more secure by listening for underwater vessels or surface vessels that
Right.
may or
Somebody
should
sneaking
or
up
should
on
not
us.
be there. Might be sneaking up on you. Exactly. But we also can listen.
Because sound travels a lot farther underwater.
Oh, yeah.
Than it does not underwater.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to hear it before you see it.
Exactly. And then it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell us what kind of problem this solves in the community.
So we're trying to solve problems in the protection of biodiversity. We're trying to reduce mammal strikes, vessels that hit whales and
yeah.
other, manatees. Trying to use our technology to help keep dolphin populations more healthy. So we have a lot of environmental applications, but we're also dual-use technology in that we can be used for defense and security applications.
Okay.
For example, listening for, like I mentioned, above the surface vehicles or stuff under the water that shouldn't be there. And we make, with our technology, we make it a lot more affordable and power efficient and pervasive.
What made you want to do this?
So my co-founder and I have been doing a lot of work over the years in the defense, in the defense world, working for DoD contractors, and we wanted to take technology that we are familiar with and apply it to, problems in biodiversity. And
That's cool.
That's how we came up with the technology.
Blue IQ.
Blue IQ, yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Rob McGurn, thank you so much.
Thank
It's
you
a
very
pleasure
much.
meeting you.
Nice speaking with you.
If you'd like more information on any of these programs or how you can probably get involved with the University of Southern Mississippi, there's a phone number on the bottom of your screen and also a website with some links on there. Now, we've had some videos there in the background that shows you the diversity of a lot of these programs that they're working with. But this is all part of a new Tech Thursdays with Southern Mississippi that we're having here on Shop South Mississippi. So again, if you'd like to find out more, go to the website, check some of those things out, call the number on your screen, and you'll find out how you can be a part of this great program at the Marine Research Center with the University of Southern Mississippi.